Hey guys, this is Lindsay, aka Quicksilver Babe. Ubisoft has given me the opportunity to work with them and make a Just Dance 2020 cosplay. Let's do this. I break it up into pieces, and we're gonna look for purple fabric, teal fabric, gold circular ring, tassels. Might be a little bit of a challenge to find. Experiment, because there's lots of ways of making things. It's not just one way. Make it your way. Just found some coins in the store that will work for this left shoulder piece. If you think you need 8, I'd say get like 11 for sure. This is fine. It's not like a true gold, but you could just buy a lot of this and individually make the tassels yourself. It's definitely doable. All right, so I found most of the accessories at the previous shops. I think we can find most of the fabric here, the purple, the green, the black, and the gold. Let's go find it.
Now that I am back at home, it's time to get started with the creative process of sewing a new costume. Always have your reference material in front of you while you work. It really helps you keep yourself in check and away from mistakes. When drafting patterns from scratch, always sketch them up on paper first, then transfer that design to test fabric. This fabric is called muslin. Placing the test fabric piece on yourself is the best way to visually see if the piece is scaled properly. Adding interfacing to flimsy fabrics will assist in giving the fabric the new rigid form that is important for appliques. You can never go wrong with sewing by hand, and one trick I found along the way was using quilting basting spray to keep appliques in place while sewing. Cheaper wigs can be overly shiny and look a little bit too fake. Take the shine out by sprinkling a small amount of cornstarch on it and comb that through. When I cut my wigs, I wear the wig to make sure it's cut correctly. Really make sure your own hair is tied back well so you don't trim your own hair with it. Do this over a sink as it can get quite messy. Find a pattern that has a glove in it and use that. Always make sure to iron your patterns out on a low heat setting. Having the pattern lay flat is super important. Fold the fabric in half right sides facing and pin the pattern to the fabric. Use stabilizer on thinner fabrics to ensure ease when sewing. Rip this away once done. Sketch out the epaulette by using a dress form's shoulder or your own shoulder. Use the epaulette pattern to sketch onto foam. Trimming the edges of the foam gives it a more polished look. Heat gun the entire piece before using Mod Podge, which you'll be brushing on to seal before the paint is applied. After hand cutting each tassel, line each tassel string up on top of the gold fabric and sew them down. I took an existing beret I had and based the measurements off that, as well as I found a free tutorial online for this. Sew the beret edge to the top of the beret, then sew that edge to the headband. This jacket has many parts that need modifying. Using an existing jacket pattern, I extended the bottom and collar using paper pinned to the pattern. I had to use interfacing on each pattern piece to give the spandex more structure so it would drape correctly. Fold up the sleeve to see where you need to hem it, then sketch out 2 stripes for the gold applique. Sketch out your applique pieces for the belt. We'll be creating 2 triangles and 1 rectangle. Top stitch the gold belt pieces to the black belt itself. Finally, we'll be pinning the sleeve and sewing all the way down to the hip area of the bodysuit. Don't forget to share your amazing creations with the official Just Dance channels. Keep on dancing, y'all!